welcome back to the channel. For those of you following along, you've noticed probably that I haven't worked on the trailer for a couple of weeks. I've been, or 2 or 3 weeks I think, been doing minor maintenance and stuff on our daily drivers. One of the items being the steps off the wife's truck. We noticed them rattling for a few weeks probably, and I always try to find time to get to them, but when I finally did, pulled it in the shop on a warm day, was able to get it, you know, halfway into the shop, got under there, and the bolt mounts are rusted right out. This one, I got under the truck, started wiggling a little bit, and I was actually able to lift it right off the truck, right off the brackets. Could have fell off any time going down the road, so glad we found that one. We did. That one was on a little bit more secure, but not much. Rusted out. They were pretty rusted as well. You see the 3 bolts laying there? Those are pretty much the 3 I was able to get out. All the rest of them were so rusted in that they've snapped off. So probably should have taken some time and doused some PB Blaster or whatever, but I was hoping I could get it all done in one day. And we've got new steps right here we ordered, and they came in, and I was gonna do it all in one day like I said, and end up snapping off a bunch of bolts. So today, well, doing other maintenance, things got pretty messy in here again. Got the rooftop tent on stands here and started piling stuff up on that. So first thing I'm gonna do is clean up. Got to move some stuff around. It's cold out, so I'm gonna get the fire or the wood stove going, warm up the shop, but I also need to move things around so I can get the truck all the way in and shut the door and get it warmed up in here. And then I'm gonna try to drill out and tap those bolt holes and get the new steps mounted on. It's a Dodge Ram 1500 4-wheel drive, so it doesn't set real high, but my wife is 5'2", so for her it's kind of high. So we need to get them steps on it so she can get in it a little easier. We aren't 20 years old anymore. So stick around. We're gonna clean up a little bit and then get working on that truck. Alright, got the shop cleaned up a little bit, as you can see. Some things rearranged at least. Got room to get the truck in here so I can start the fun stuff. Gotta drill out all those broken bolts and try to tap them and see if we can get them to a point where I can get the new bolts in and get those new steps mounted. You can see where the bolt holes are here. I don't know if that's coming in clear to you or not. But anyway, that's where the bolts snapped off, and there's just not room to get a regular drill in there. So I went to Harbor Freight and picked up this close quarters drill. So that'll give me a little bit better opportunity to get in there with a drill bit on it, and just needs less space to get in there, as you can see, and try to get those drilled out. While I was there, I picked up these screw extractors. I don't know if you can see those very well, but basically they're like easy outs. I don't know if they're gonna be Harbor Freight brittle or if they'll be strong enough, but we'll give them a whirl. I'll spray some PB Blaster in there once I get them drilled, and let that soak a little bit, and hopefully that'll ease things up. But and I've got a tap set, so we'll see if we can get these drilled out and get started. Okay, so got PB Blaster under there. I am on the driver's side. Hold on, I'm getting the drill plugged into the drop light cord. So I'm on the driver's side. The front actually are 2 of the ones that came out. So I'm at the center mount of the step, and both of these broke. So I got some, like I said, I got some PB Blasters sprayed in them. I'm gonna try to get these drilled out now with the Harbor Freight Bauer close quarters drill. You see that now I've got plenty of room to get in there, so that's good. Alright, so I gotta admit I'm a little defeated here. I had to stop before I start throwing tools. My wife don't like that. So 2 broken drill bits, 1 broken screw extractor. I shouldn't have made that joke about the Harbor Freight brittle. Sure enough, first one I used, first time I tried it, broke the tip right off in the hole, hardened steel, so that's gonna be hard to drill out. So yeah, I don't know where to go from here with this stupid thing. So I'm gonna call it a day on this truck for now. We might have to just drive it without steps on it. But yeah, it's a little frustrating. It's hard to work under there. There's not a lot of room. That's why, like I said, I got that close quarters drill. But even then, in the back seat, if you're familiar with the Dodge Rams, under the floor there's a storage compartment that hangs down below the floorboard, and that's in the way of drilling one of the holes, even with the close quarter drill. So I started trying to take that out to lift it up out of the way, and those screws were really binding up, even though I'd already sprayed them with PB Blaster. And I don't want to break those because then you got a big hole in the floor if I can't put it back together right, because the screws break off. So I didn't break any of those. I stopped. So after a few hours of working out here today, I'm back to where I started. No steps. Still a whole bunch of bolts broke off in the holes. I only got 1 drilled out, and then that screw extractor broke, and trying to move on to next ones, and drill bits broke. 1 just exploded. I'm not sure, it just bound up or something while the drill was running. Just pieces flew everywhere. Fortunately none of them hit me in the face and eyes. But yeah, this has been frustrating, and I'm gonna move on. Something else. But yeah, I'm done for today with this. It's frustrating. And if you're really observant, you notice I changed my clothes, because on top of everything, while I was working on the driver's side, water dripped off the truck, flowed toward the passenger side. I slid across from underneath, didn't know it until it soaked all the way through my pants. I was laying in a puddle of water to add to my freaking frustrations for the day. Bye!